Welcome to Slash Detroit for Tuesday, October 29th, 2013. Today's episode is brought to you by the Detroit City Council's plan to replace the $350 million loan that they voted down.
Since the City Council doesn't have a plan to replace the loan that Kevin Orr secured from Barclays, we'll play this nominally related clip from South Park.
I said, "What do you want from me, alien?" And do you know what he said?
$350.
Let me tell the damn story now. He said $350. And so I realized that it wasn't no alien, it was that goddamn Loch Ness Monster again.
If you find yourself driving beside Mike Duggan on a city street, slow down. The mayoral candidate has received 10 citations over the last 5 years for speeding. And in the 90s, he even had his license suspended twice for failing to pay tickets. Benny Napoleon's campaign spokesman, Jermaine Dickens, says that the issue further indicates that Duggan doesn't believe that the rules apply to him. On the other hand, Benny Napoleon has a spotless driving record, helped in part by the fact that he is chauffeured to his appointments by an aide, paid for by Wayne County.
A Deadline Detroit poll of 500 likely voters has some sobering news for the Benny Napoleon campaign. 58% of respondents will vote for Duggan, 32% will vote for Napoleon, and 10% are undecided. For the sheriff to come out victorious, he'll need every bit of that undecided vote, plus every bit of the poll's 4.5% margin of error. Unless Duggan decides to trick or treat as George Zimmerman this Thursday, this election is pretty much over.
The Guardian Angels, an organization of unarmed citizen crime patrollers, will step up their efforts on public buses in Detroit. Last week, the DDOT drivers engaged in a work stoppage to protest the violence and harassment directed at them by members of the public. This week, a driver was attacked by a rider who missed a day of work during the stoppage. For information about becoming a Guardian Angel, visit guardianangels.org.
As early as today, the Texas doctor who bid $6 million for the Packard plant at the tax foreclosure auction may pay the county, finalizing the deal. Dr. Jill Van Horn plans to build modular homes and offices in the huge facility and export them around the world using ports along the Detroit River. Experts in the modular construction industry are scratching their heads because factories to build the prefab structures are cheap to make and shipping them is expensive, so the factories tend to be made close to where the houses will be sold.